Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5, folks. Today we have got Auto Club Speedway. Where did we just race yesterday? Auto Club Speedway. And that is quite all right. We are looking to get another victory. I don't know if it's possible. We had a good battle last week, but it was strategy that put us out front. Now, curious to see what we can do. Still out on the West Coast area, still out west on our western trip. So we have the same paint scheme. Did get some orange wheels. I like to mix it up. So we were able to get some new wheels for the car. Fix the numbers. I say fix the numbers. They were solid color all the way through, even where the holes are in the 8 and the 4. I didn't like that, so I removed the holes. Anyway, moving along. We've got to practice, qualify. We'll see you during qualification. We got close, but we didn't get there. We've got same thing we had in the last race. Draft will work for us. Hopefully that's going to be a difference maker, but we'll find out when we're on the track. So let's get out there and do our qualifying and see where that puts us. All right, here we go. Qualifying lap now underway. And 1 and 2, I can drive in pretty heavily. Actually, we're doing... I was about to say we've been having problems with it, and that time we did pretty well. I have been pulling at a weird angle of attack going into that turn and seemingly getting down to the line a little quicker than I want to. And so that's the problem there. This one we totally screwed up completely, so good job. I was talking about turns 1 and 2, and I didn't pay attention to 3 and 4 at all. So we'll see how we end up. 39. Oh, just short. Just short. 12th place, we need to get to 10th, so very manageable. I definitely could have done better on that lap. Absolutely could have done better on that lap. Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, and William Byron are your top 5 qualifiers. We got 100 laps to figure it out here. Get at least 2 spots. Brennan Gong had to replace the transmission before the race. Denny Hamlin, pole winner in the race, and Matt Kenseth has to go to the back for a failed optical scanning station multiple times.
Coming to the green, driver. Are you ready now? Green's out now, let's go. Looking inside now.
We really need to learn patience, especially with the relationships just now being built with some of these drivers.
Careful, still there.
And so I need to keep that in mind a lot.
Hold your line, got one inside.
And that's what I'm going to do the best that I can at doing, is being as patient as possible. I did notice that we can be loose off, and that's not great.
Careful, still there.
I'm really glad that my spotter gave me that careful still there before I was going to cut in.
Inside.
He didn't tell me in time. I just assumed because I knew that Clint Boyer was in the area.
Careful.
This car's a little loose off. I don't know how much I like that, but we'll see how it feels as we go into turns 1 and 2. We had to get on the brakes to avoid running into Logano.
Still there.
I see our teammate up there,
Inside.
Kyle Busch. We're just going to hang out for a little bit. We really are. It's the best thing we can do right now.
Stay high up
It's
there.
just not make any extreme moves. Just kind of hang out. If we take a position here and there, good, but we're not going to... I mean, 100 laps. We've got plenty of time to figure it out. We're 3 spots out of 10th. We just got to pass on Chase Elliott, who was in front of us from the start, so that's actually pretty good for us. I'm going to be backing these corners up just a little bit more than I was even in qualifying, and it feels a lot better doing that there as we pick up a spot around Clint Boyer. Ryan Newman would get up in front of.
Still there.
Now Jimmy Johnson on our outside as we're trying to get into teammate Eric Jones' draft to pull us up.
Still there.
Got a little loose there again, as you can see, coming out of 4. Pulled us out on the apron. Luckily, the apron here is pretty forgiving for the most part, so that's good. We get a really good run out of 1 and 2,
Still there.
so that's nice. But then I just got super loose.
Hold your line, got one
Wow.
outside.
Wow. All right. I don't know what to do about that. We were really loose coming out there.
Inside.
And now we're just getting run over. All right. That's all right. As long as we're not having contact with other drivers and causing problems. Yeah, we're super loose coming out of 4 again. Am I going to be battling this all day long? Probably. I'm going to have to figure that out.
Still there?
We're really... Wow, you know what it is. We're not going to be super loose coming out at 170 miles an hour. We can hit the turns at a lot faster, but being back here, maybe that's what we've got today. I don't know.
Still there?
See if I can...
Careful.
Yeah, we cleared him, though.
You need it.
And I do need it.
Clear.
Little slight contact with Byron.
Still
No
there.
big deal. So we've gotten back up to 10th, 9th place.
Careful. Still there.
See if I can get a good run through 1 and 2 here to get me around these guys, kind of clear everything up for us so that we have little, just slightly loose there, but middle top seems to work better for us than anything else right now. We've gotten up to 7th place. We begin the process of trying to gain on the cars in front of us. We've got Ryan. Well, that's nice. All right. Gives us a second to breathe for just a moment. Everyone's stacked back up. That gives us a chance to potentially get some more spots or lose more spots. It's all determinant on how we're able to drive this thing. Got 16 in the tank, which means we're going to need to pit under green. And I think that's true for every stage, which is good. I'm fine with that. Wow. Car completely just got super loose again. What? Okay, I'm glad that didn't wreck him. I had to hit the brakes just to get the car under control. I don't know why my exits are so bad right now. This car is nearly undrivable. But it's fast. So, what do I do with that, you know? We're fast. Some cars are faster than us, which is why I'm still pushing it. We should be a top-rated car here. Oh, I wanted to go high without anybody following me, and then those guys all got up in the high lane. Now I got Ryan Blaney running in the middle. Come on, give me room. I need all the room possible, because I'm trying to figure out, yep, we were completely loose off there again. Steering wheel left, right, coming out of 4. I don't know why I'm running the high line, because I'm trying whatever I can to see what I have for a car that loose, tight, whatever. We battle it out. Kevin Harvick. Well, I wasn't terrible off, I guess, but wow, what's going on with all the cautions? I've had 2 cautions already. Let's see if anybody is... Well, we got Ross Chastain pitting. Ryan Preece out of the race. Joey Gase, last place, is pitting as well. Smart for him. Might as well. In fact, if we were to pit now, we wouldn't have to pit again until the... Let's do that. Let's do that. If everyone else has to pit, might as well. I know it's going to put us way back, but a handful of us had the same idea. Leaders, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott. I didn't see who else was up there, but... This is a good idea. So we have 22 laps in the tank, and we have 14 at the line. Yeah. So that's not a problem. Brad Keselowski on our inside.
Got a car coming inside now.
Get some position here. Oh, she handled it that time.
Still there.
Nowhere to go. Wow. Interesting that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. decides to go high there. We're going to come out pretty well there, actually. That felt good. Couple spots. Running down the straightaway, get caught up behind Brennan Gong. Corey LaJoie had a really good qualifying lap. You had him up there pretty far, but now he's dropped back to, no offense to him, about probably where he should be. Chad Fincham up in front of us now. I'm just being patient today. I need to learn how to do that. Just because someone gets in front of me doesn't mean I need to run through them or hit them or anything. Kind of learned that in the last race when I had pretty heavy contact with Kyle Busch, and at the end of the race, he had some words for me about it, and I don't want that in my life, so just going to work on being a super, super clean driver. And we moved ourselves already back up to 16th, 15th, potentially 14th on exit of this turn. And the biggest reason why now is because we're on fresh stuff. Everyone else is 30% wear on their tires. By the end of this, if they all pit, of course, we're going to have an advantage because we're going to be in front of them from that. But we also will be limping around on less than 50% tires probably. Car feels unbelievably better, and I just don't know why. Wow! I cannot catch a 3. That is the third caution. We're fine. Moving along.
All right, now, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here. Green flag.
Well, we're out in front now, so that's cool. We have the potential to win stage 1 if we can keep it out here for the next 8 laps. Certainly not going to be upset about that at all. We got a nice run on Keselowski. Want the car to fade all the way up so I don't worry about that. And he's going to get a huge run. Wow. All right, maybe we won't win stage 1. Wow, did he just go flying past us as we got into the turn? It might have been because of the draft, though. We'll find out because we're going to get into his draft now. Get to his fender. I know I'm better at 1 and 2 than just about anyone if I push it. Bye. See? Just like that. But the question is he better at us? Wow, did I? My exit there was crazy. If I can maybe drop this down to the line, he won't get around us. What? Did you see how fast he was going? I guess we slowed down quite a bit. I was mirror driving. That's on me. We're driving away from everyone else handedly. But look at how fast he is. Holy crap. That was without us in the draft. We're going to come right back up on him, but if I do this right, I'll just be in his draft. Coming out. There we go. I didn't want to run into him. I don't know. That's on me. And that really was costly. I don't want to be running into people. We're in second place right now. He's obviously much faster than us. That doesn't mean I'm not going to battle it out, but we got 5 to go. Let me just kind of catch him. We'll probably get to him here. No, we won't because I decided to slow down too much. We'll get back up to his bumper maybe by the end of the stage and be able to go to pass him. I don't want him to get on his brakes and me to be right up on him because my braking point is later or something like that, and then I end up smashing into him and wrecking our relationship. We're too early in the season to be that aggressive. We also have a win, so we don't need to win again technically. I mean, we want to win. We want all the money. But if it's going to be the difference between wrecking someone or winning right now, that's just not a requirement. See if I can make up some ground on him a little bit here. Again, we've driven away from pretty much everyone else. Chris Buescher 6/10 behind us, and then everyone behind him is at least a second back. Tightened up a little bit there, but we're all right. Yeah, Kozlowski is driving away from us. Another caution comes out. Wow, that's 4 cautions in one stage. We'll walk away with 9 points, though. We'll take it. Gonna pit. Stage 2, we've got 30 laps. We come out, same place we went in. Kurt and Kyle Busch flip spots. 7th and 8th place back there. But here we go, right back to it. We'll see if Mr. Kozlowski has the same amount of power that he had as we get the run on the outside, and we're going to keep this thing pinned. We shouldn't have to worry about it.
Stay high up here.
But there he goes. Look at that. He's on my inside. We all have the same draft, and I feel like he got a run. Oh, he didn't get a run. See if I can kind of keep him out of the draft right there, which I did.
You got room. You're clear. Looking inside now.
That's crazy. I'm doing 176, 177. I didn't try to pinch him down there. We got a little loose, and car started going to the left. Thankfully, we didn't have contact with him. Teammate Joey Logano, his teammate, right behind me.
You got room. You're clear.
I messed that up.
Got a car coming inside now.
It's all right. We're going to
Still there.
work the draft, work the turns, drive our race. We'll be all right.
Still there.
Okay, number of cars really taking advantage of that inside line against us. Kyle Busch gets around us. Kurt Busch does not. Kyle is a teammate, so I'll definitely be pushing him or drafting with him to give him the push to get around Logano. That'll move him up into second place.
Still there.
We had to get on the brakes to not hit him. That's probably going to be costly for us. Even though we're teammates, he's going to run in that very high line, giving Logano the pull. We got another teammate right behind us in Martin Truex Jr. See if I can just run with these cars. I felt good. So, it's obviously me, my driving style or whatever, and I've resolved, for now, I've resolved the loose off issue that I was getting every single time, which is a big deal. Get around Logano. See if I can get into the draft of Busch. That'd be huge. No, not quite. He is battling it out with Kozlowski. And I am still slow through 3 and 4. Still slow, not terribly. Logano wasn't flying up on us that time, but Kyle Busch will take the lead over Brad. 26 to go, just 4 laps into stage number 2. And I'm hopeful we can carry a lot of speed here. And we do. And I let it fade up to hold the car from getting loose. Yes, I did. That's going to get me into Brad Kozlowski's draft. He is being pulled in by Kyle Busch. We're going to see if we can stick with these two, pull us away from everyone else. Kevin Harvick getting around Joey Logano. Good for him. We stayed in Kozlowski's draft. And we almost were in the 38s. So that's pretty all right there. They're slowing down quite a bit more than I am going through 1 and 2. But maybe something about that. Why would I be that much faster than somebody going through sets of turns? I'm in the draft, that's one way, but yeah, I got on it late there. But because I'm in the draft, I'm not losing them, thankfully. I get around Kozlowski and get into Kyle Busch's draft, that'd be all right. Because he is my teammate.
Careful, still there.
There we go.
You're clear there.
Got that little run and then came off the gas so that I didn't come flying up into Kyle Busch. We'll take a nice clean pass around Kozlowski, get us back up into second place. Maybe we have a longer run car. I don't know. Right now, we're just trying to stick with... Why am I not in his draft? I'm literally... There we go. Like, I'm literally right on him. Well, we got a really good run through 3 and 4, so who am I not to take advantage of that? As we'll go into turns 1 and 2. And we'll get that nice run through and drive away. Now, if we can just keep that up going through 3 and 4, as everyone else is kind of trailing off, we have an opportunity here to really pull off a nice stage number 2 for us. We could. It's not to say we will. 3 and 4 is still kind of our issue. We didn't lose any time to Kyle Busch there. I'm staying in a different line. I don't want him to draft with me because he certainly didn't do anything to help me. Got his big run because he drives in it deeper than we do, but then we get the drive off, which really just puts him back to the exact same spot he was, 2/10 behind us. I'm not going to drive in my rear view mirror because that's just going to screw things up. We're driving away from Keselowski, though, so that's good for us. That was a bad drive. That's going to bring Busch right back up to us. I drove that set of turns safe, quote unquote. I was doing a couple miles an hour slower.
Looking inside now. All right, you're clear.
There we go. Just kind of got things back to where they were. Got a little loose there. We are 68% on the right rear. 13 to go in this tank. We have not had a speed up in this race. 13 to go in the tank is probably a really good number to be at. We're going to have Kyle probably get around us here. Couldn't hold him off in 3 and 4. We accept that. We'll be back on the mic with you when we are pitting under green, hopefully, before stages end. Well, we pit and came back out in first place. I don't know if something happened to Kyle Busch. I know we hit the wall. Kyle Busch is not with us anymore. He was leading the race. We didn't hit him. I got tight, shot it up into the wall, had mild contact, but we aren't the reason for that caution. Not mild contact, but it wasn't that big of a deal contact. And then all of a sudden, Kyle Busch, who was well ahead of us, is not up here with us anymore. A lot of cars look like they gained position. So he's still in the race because we only have 2 cars on pit road, and those 2 cars were the ones that were there before. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Brad Keselowski on fresh stuff, though, is going to get right up on us. Martin Truex Jr., though, he's there. So we've got a teammate with us. Again, not that it matters, but I like to play the role-playing aspect of it where, of course, I want to have a better relationship with my teammates and whatever I can do to help them. That wasn't a good set of turns at all. Not enough to give us any kind of a real cushion. I'm going to be right in front of Truex. Okay. Well, the in front of Truex was supposed to be so we could draft and have a better run. And then all of a sudden I've got Brad Keselowski right there. What on earth? That's crazy. Got a little loose off, but we're all right. That's just crazy. He did that on the outside with no help.
Got a Carlo now. You got room. You're clear.
Oh, Kyle Busch is there. He's in 5th, so apparently maybe he just had a bad pit stop. I don't know. We're down to 3rd now. Had a bad 1 and 2. I think we had a slight contact with Truex Jr. That was a problem.
Inside.
Now he's coming inside, even though we are doing as fast as we possibly can do going through those 2 corners. We lose 2 spots to both teammates. Unbelievable. 3 wide down the straightaway. We've got 3 wide behind us as well. You know, I do not understand having a bit of an issue here. Just it makes no sense how much faster they are than me when I've got a great car. Really, it's crazy. It's all right. It's good. It's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be hard. I don't expect them to have such huge gains going through 3 and 4 on me. That's all. Got a nice run. Wow, another caution comes out. All right, line them back up.
Coming to the green, driver. Ready? Green's out, man. Let's go.
Oh, whoever it was, I think is actually on pit road. I think there is a third car on pit road now. Looks like 2 of those dots are right on top of each other, so it's possible that that's what's going on. Remember, our goal is 10th for that money, so we're okay there, I guess, so far. Got a long race to go. Are we even halfway through it? I don't know.
Careful. Still there.
I'll check it at the line.
You got room. You're clear there.
Truex Jr. making the big move on the inside, gonna get up to the lead. We're in his draft. 8 left in stage 2. Yeah, we're just past halfway.
Stay low, stay low.
Run right up with Truex Jr. here. Roll up in his draft. I know that we've got... come on, teammates.
Car on the outside.
Work with me, man. You're helping the competitor. Different manufacturer, different everything. Suck. Now we're 3 wide going through 3 and 4.
Stay on the bottom here.
We actually got a nice run through there. Not nice enough, apparently.
Still there.
All right.
Careful. Still there.
Get a good run through 1 and 2 and take the lead. Clear everybody. Got a little wiggly coming out of 2, but we're all right.
You're clear.
See if we can hold off Keselowski a little bit. I mean, we've got too many laps to be holding him off or blocking him all the way, but I was just seeing how I would do through 3 and 4. 6 to go in stage number 2. Oh, we get a nice little run there, even though we had to feather the throttle. And we're going to get loose off again, and he got the exit speed because of that. And he's got that outside position on us going into 3 and 4, and from my experience, that means that he's probably going to get the run. He's holding us down on the line a lot, which honestly isn't great for us.
Still there.
We maintained the speed that we had.
5 laps to go.
Technically, yeah, we've still got that lead.
Still there. You got room. You're clear there.
Well, we got the run that time. Do we get the drive off? I mean, we're doing pretty slow in comparison. Normally, we're $177 going through there. That time, just over 170 miles. That's a show of the wear of the tires. See what we can hold through 3 and 4, as the exit is a lot more forgiving as far as it's not a sharp curve. Hey, we managed to kind of keep a good line there, so 4 to go. We might be able to pull off this stage number 2 victory, get our 10 points.
Got a car low now.
He drove that in
Clear
deep.
low.
We maintained decent speed coming through there that time. Got a 3/10 lead on second place. We're driving away from Kyle Busch a bit. Chris Buescher and Martin Truex Jr. back there still. Am I torching my... I'm putting in some work on those back to right tires, but with only a handful of laps left, what are you going to do? We'll push it hard. 3 laps to go. See if I can just have a good last few laps. I mean, that's another big boost for us, even though at the end of the exit we were loose again. It's nice that we're driving away from Keselowski. He doesn't have the draft. He doesn't have a drafting partner in Kyle Busch either right now because I'm pretty sure they're too far apart for that. As we actually put him down another 10th going through 3 and 4, which is something I didn't think we'd be able to do. At one point, everyone was driving away from us, but I guess us keeping more consistent laps all the way around really made a change there. So we do another power drive through 1 and 2, and that gives us another couple tenths. Looking good for a victory in stage number 2, as long as we don't screw this up royally. Nobody said we won't. It's always a possibility. We're doing all right, though. I'll say that. We are doing all right. Car feels good. Maybe it's clean air or something. Car doesn't... We're not really getting super loose or anything anymore.
We got 1 to go.
Final lap here in stage number 2. We're just going to hopefully have a nice little drive. Keep the steering wheel angled a little bit there. Let it straighten itself out. Very nice. As we've got Keselowski 1.2 seconds back. Kyle Busch 2 seconds back. It's a big deal for us here to be able to finish out the stage in this kind of fashion because that makes it look pretty good for the end of this race if we're in a similar situation. As it stands right now, though, we'll walk away with a victory in stage number 2.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here.
Well, much like we've dealt with in other races, we have got, it'll be just about the halfway point. If we get past the midway point in stage 3, in the final stage here, we'll be able to walk away with 1 pit stop. This race has had a lot of cautions. We have not been the cause of any of them, which is awesome for us. With that, though, with all the cautions, we don't know if there's going to be extra cautions, different pit strategies for some people. We don't know what's going to happen here. We know everybody's on fresh stuff, and Truex Jr., Kyle Busch both just got runs around Brad Keselowski right behind us. And we're hoping that our 1 and 2 is just going to be good enough to put a little bit of separation here. Wow, huge jump inside by Truex Jr. Keep it off the wall, keep it off the wall, keep it off the wall. We hit the wall. We're all right, we're all right. We didn't hit anybody. It's a little bit of damage on that front right side. We're going to drop back a number of spaces. He drove that thing in there insanely fast. And I got to be honest, I got a little spooked. It's one of those situations where driving in my rear view cost me. With the draft, hopefully we'll be able to get back up in here. We got Ryan Blaney right up against us. See if we get the run this time. Yeah, the damage is definitely making it feel different on exit and through the middle of the corner. Got super tight at speeds that we were easily able to make it through. In fact, at speeds that had previously gotten us to being loose. And we got tight there, so that's going to be a concern. Against the top 3, probably. I think we can get back up in that area. As we're going to race it out a little bit here with Kevin Harvick getting the draft from Joey Logano.
Careful. Still there. Clear high, clear high.
Trying, Martin Truex Jr. up, either running the high line or up into the wall. I'm not really sure what happened there, but he's sitting in 3rd place. Lot going on. Yeah, he's just running that high line. Him and Kyle Busch, both of our teammates run the high line. That's interesting. We're going to pass him. All right, well, there's that answer. First caution comes out. We are going to pit. Ugh, we're not going to pit. We only have 1 second of damage. I thought we had more damage. It looks all wrinkly, but we're just going to kind of deal with it with the hopes that there's another caution before our green flags stop. I don't know. 1 second of damage isn't enough to really matter to me. It's not enough to pit. If we had, I thought we'd have like 6 or 7 seconds. That makes it worth pitting under caution, out of order. Car feels all right.
Going down low now. Got a car coming inside now.
Is that Blaney again? Yep, all right.
Careful, still there. Looking inside now. All right, you're
Running middle high here. Getting a really good run off as long as we keep this car straight on exit because we're in the middle of 3. Contact with
inside.
Ryan Newman. Might have been me, but once we touched, I was pulled up into the wall, so a little more contact. Seemed to be okay.
Careful, still there.
Seemed to be okay. A lot of small adjustments on the steering wheel. We got our teammate on our inside. Obviously don't want to have contact with him and cause issues with his race. Yeah, that's not great. All right, that's all right. We're just going to limp it through, stay up as high as we can, and see what we can do when we are done pitting. Even if I'm able to get past Hamlin, if I'm able to get past Blaney here, we have nothing for the leaders with this car right now.
Stay on the bottom.
Because it's getting tight. It's tight now. Thankfully, they do 1 and 2 pretty slow compared to us. So now we're doing it basically at their speeds. See if I can
Still there. You're all clear up top there.
see if I can hang on to this. At 176 was pretty easy before, and now it's pulling us up the track. We lose a couple miles an hour. All right, well, that's how it goes sometimes.
Still there.
15 left in the tank. We've got Chris Buescher, blows a tire right in front of us, goes up in the wall. That's going to bring out another caution. We're going to stay out, and we're going to go to a speed up until we do pit. So once we cross the green line here, the start line here, we're going to speed things up until we pit for the final time. We're going to be heading into pit road or onto pit road this time around. Kind of hoping these guys do as well, but green flag pit stops about to be underway. And then we're going to have a 10-lap sprint to the end with a repaired car. Or do we not repair it and just hope that tires are enough? We're going to repair it.
The leader's hitting pit road this time. Pitting car just ahead. Slow down. Okay, get back in there.
I'm
Let's
dumb
go.
and just realized that my pit is all 4 tires. I did all 4 tires, and everybody else probably just did a splash and go, because why would they care about getting tires? Your tires are crappy, but they're not crappy enough that in 10 laps they were going to go out. So our only saving grace here would be if there was a caution. Yeah, we can run everything a lot faster than them now, but I don't think we're going to catch people because, well, maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out, though, pretty quickly. Good news is, regardless, we are in the top 10, so that's important. Hoping that a lot of these other cars didn't go for 4 tires, just got the gas and go, because then we could catch them. I feel like we've already gained a second on Keselowski, but now we've got Ryan Truex Jr. right on our bumper, which is making me believe that he's got fresh tires. I mean, I don't know. We're losing time to everybody. So it's like they got full pit services, but somehow our 2-second extra pit service costs us 10 seconds. We came down pit road at the same time as Busch and Keselowski. Come on now. Keselowski absolutely, judging by the fact that we're now another second closer to him, he absolutely got fuel only. Busch, maybe not. Busch, maybe not, but Keselowski, we are reeling him in at a fever pitch right now. Couple cars that haven't pit yet still need to. I think we're going to end up in third when this all cycles through. 7 left in the race. We're not getting away from Truex Jr. right now, but it doesn't really matter. He's also not getting around us. Joey Gase dropping back pretty fast. Of course he's going to. I don't think he's pit yet, obviously. Otherwise, he wouldn't be up where he is in third place. Kind of makes you believe that his goal is hope for... Well, he's pitting now. I was going to say his goal was probably a hope for a caution, and it comes out right now. Interesting. So we're going to stack them up, and then we're going to have a 7-lap sprint. No, probably a 5-lap sprint. What am I talking about? Everyone's stacked back up, so all that extra stuff that Brad Keselowski got was all for naught, and now he's not on fresh tires. To what I noticed, he's not on fresh tires, so it should be a battle between me and Busch, probably. 3 laps to go.
Still there?
Jump to the inside and just try to do it right now.
You're all clear up top there.
Bye. Logano has jumped around Kyle Busch. Martin Truex Jr. sitting there in 5th. Brad Keselowski maintaining his spot somehow. Somehow, but not anymore. That's how you know for a fact that they're not on fresh stuff. Joey Logano and Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, they all get around him going through 3 and 4. Those guys probably got fresh stuff. We're sitting out here in the lead. 2nd race in a row. But just like the last race, it wasn't just a simple, let's go out there and win this race easily. We battled ourselves in traffic, out of traffic, through adversity, through damage, through a potential bad pit stop that had us destined to finish probably 2nd. I think we could have reeled in Kyle Busch. Well, actually, I think we would have reeled in Keselowski before Busch, because we were gaining on him like at one point before the caution came out. It was a couple tenths at a time. Pretty easily we were gaining on him. So we would have caught and passed him probably. But instead, we are looking at getting our 2nd victory in a row. Unlikely, legend difficulty, nothing changed. We worked our butts off this whole race, complained about the car, I guess like real drivers do when you're not winning. But when it's all said and done, we figured out the loose car situation. We kept the nose clean, not the side fender or the back bumper, but we kept the nose clean. And that's going to bring us home another first place finish. That is huge for the team. Top 5, Tony Savoy, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano. Ooh, I like it. They give you real trophies here in the Cup Series. They put the effort in there. That's a fun trophy. Kyle Busch had your fastest lap of the race. Kyle Busch led the most laps of the race. On the move, Matt Kenseth starting second from last, finishing mid-pack. Chris Buescher, tough break, started third, finished 37th. There we go. Start to make some of these good messages. Ryan Preece loves to see stuff. Ross Chastain recently, thanks. Bobby Carter. Great. Cool. 3 people, but that's good. Our team has momentum. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. Auto Club is done, and we're staying out west as we have got Phoenix Raceway Short Track coming up next. And I got to be honest with you, that is not going to be an easy deal for us. We had a really lucky finish to the season where we ran in the back all day long. Strategy put us up in 3rd place, I believe, to finish it last year. I don't know if that's going to be the case this year. But I am interested to see how we do in the Cup Series at this race after this one, simply because we have a fully upgraded car. But anyway, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I'd like to take a moment, as you know I'd like to do, to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.